Hello, everybody, and thank you for choosing to spend some time with me here at My Media Museum. We've made it up to episode 40 of our 45 RPM vinyl records collection sorted A to Z. And we've got Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs doing Wooly Bully. Wooly Bully. I'm sure you know that song. Extremely popular song from the times. And the B-side being Ain't Gonna Move, which I don't know. So, next up, we've got another Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs doing Hey There, Little Red Riding Hood. You sure are looking good. And the B-side of that one was Love Me Like Before. And by the way, I wanted to mention in episode 39, when I was talking about Roy Orbison and the Traveling Wilburys, it was Jeff Lynne from ELO that his name just wouldn't pop into my head. I'm a big ELO fan, and I know Jeff Lynne, and there's no reason why I shouldn't have been able to think of it, but I didn't want to dwell on it too long and waste any more time, so I just went ahead and moved on. But yeah, it was Jeff Lynne that I was trying to think of and couldn't get out for you. But also, if you're a big Rush fan, make sure to check out episode 39, because at the end of it, close to the end of it, I've got 3 Rush 45s, and I give you some really good info on those. So be sure to go. I wanted to start an episode off with those Rush ones, but that's just not the way the vinyl fell. So it ended up being at the end of an episode rather than beginning. And I'm perfectly aware that a lot of people don't finish watching the whole episode, so they might have fell through a crack and get lost. So if you're a Rush fan, please check out episode 39. Moving on, Sam Cooke, Twisting the Night Away. Twisting the night away. And the twist was a big dance back in the 50s. You had Chubby Checker doing the twist, and then Let's Twist Again, like we did last summer. But Twisting the Night Away, I'm sure he was talking about that same dance. Even if the songs aren't related, there were songs written specifically to cater to that crowd that was into that dance from the time. So One More Time being the B-side there of this particular Sam Cooke platter. And next up, we've got a really cool one here to share with you. Sammy Hagar. Love Sammy Hagar. You the man, Sammy. I gotta admit, I love Van Halen better than Van Hagar, but many of us do. But that's no slam against Sammy. Sammy did some really good work with Van Halen. But yeah, David Lee Roth, Mr. Big Ego, being what he is, he did some really difficult work to follow up. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, I love you, Sammy, and I'll Fall in Love Again was a great song off the Stan and Hampton album. And what's really, really cool and interesting about this vinyl, which happens to be in just mint condition, by the way, beautiful, beautiful platter here. The B-side is a song called Satisfied, which was an outtake from the Stan and Hampton album, was not on the album. And other than the heavy metal 45 RPM vinyl record, where it was also used as the B-side, that's the only way to hear this song. It's the only way to get it. Well, yeah, you can pull it up on the internet, and somebody's going to have it where you can stream and listen to it. But if you want to own a copy of this song, this is the only way to get it. It's on the B-side of this I'll Fall in Love Again 45, and it's on the B-side of Sammy Hagar's Heavy Metal 45. That's it. So don't know why it was never included on any compilations or best ofs, at least not as far as I'm aware of to date, because it's a great song. It's a really good song. So look it up, give it a listen online if you haven't heard it before. But that's the only Sammy vinyl that I have here in this box. Excuse me. Oh, gosh darn it. I dropped my Chevy van. Sorry, Sammy Jones. 1973. Making love in my Chevy van, and that's alright with me. Love that label, the fireball with the face. I love the coloring. I love the graphics of it. It's beautiful. Beautiful piece of vinyl there. And the B-side being a song called Hang My Head and Moan, which isn't a song that I'm really familiar with. In fact, I can't tell you another Sammy Jones song that I know. I do have another copy here, which does have a little bit better condition on it. I don't see a whole lot of differences in the label. I think it's pretty much close to the same, except for here it does have recorded at the Sound Pit Atlanta, and it doesn't have that on this one. Most of the other information is still the same, slightly different print, but I chose to show you the other one because this one has the old price tag stuck on it and somebody's number. And they used to sell these numbers, these little white numbers. You might have seen quite a few of these on videos that I've made on different discs that I've shown you. You used to buy the little boxes, the carrying boxes for your 45s, and they would come with these number stickers that you could break off and peel off and number your 45s. So that's where all those numbers come from, actually. And I don't believe I've ever shared this piece of information in any of the videos that I've done up to this time because I just hadn't thought of it. But I do remember when I bought my little red case back as a kid, it came with the box of, oops, sorry about that, bouncing the camera around there. It came with the sheet of those numbers, and I used them too. Most of my original 45s when I was a child have those numbers stuck on them too. And they're not necessarily in the order that I bought them, they were in the order that I liked them at the time that I numbered them. But anyways, you can see that this one is just like the B-side. It doesn't have the extra information there on this copy that it does on that one. So not a tremendous amount of difference in the labels, but they are different. All right, next up we've got one that you may or may not be familiar with. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Doodle-doo-doo-doo, doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo, baby. Santa Esmeralda, starring Leroy Gomez. I'm pretty sure this is the only thing that I'm aware of them doing, hitting the charts. It's the only one of their songs that I know. Back in 1977, I love this song. It took me quite a while to track a copy of this down. Casablanca is so, associated with Kiss and maybe Angel and a few other bands, but you see a Casablanca label and it's quite often a Kiss. But it's clearly marked as the A side, but oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. B side being You're My Everything, which I don't know. So you don't have to tolerate my bad singing on that one. And I'm not even going to try and sing this one. Oi, como va. Well, see, there I did, but I did a really lousy job, I'm sure. Santana. This was a popular song, well-known Santana song off of Abraxas, which was a really great album. The first 4 Santana albums are really classics, and any Santana fan should have and should know, or at least have heard. So this is a good one to have. And I've got a lot of other Santanas in the mixed boxes that I've shared previously, but this is the only one that comes up in this A to Z collection. Samba Paytai, Samba Paytai. Good luck on that one. You pronounce it, and feel free to comment in the comment section if you want to try and give me some clarification on that. I do appreciate it. Any clarification, any corrections, any added information you want to share, I'm all for it. I want to have a little more feedback and interaction with the viewers on the channel. So feel free to tell me how I'm supposed to pronounce that if you want to, if you know how to. All right, here's another really, really good one that I love. Scandal, Goodbye to You. Doo-doo-doo, goodbye to you. That and The Warrior, I Am the Warrior, were their 2 really good songs. I think her name was Patti Smith. It was definitely Smith, because it's even in the credits here. But yeah, September 1982, so we're going back a few years. And March of 83, the B-side, Love's Got a Line on You, Love's got a line on you. I guess that was a big hit for him as well, but I really liked The Warrior and Goodbye to You. So yeah, this must be a reissue. It's a Hall of Fame, so it's not the original 45 that came out, and probably the original 45 of Goodbye to You had something other than Love's Got a Line on You on the B side of it, would be my guess. So If you've got an original copy out there, good for you. I wish I did. Okay, next up we've got Sha Na Na doing In the Still of the Night. Now I'm not sure how much original stuff Sha Na Na did, if they did any. I mean, everybody knows Bowser, I'm sure. Boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, bow, wow. Sea Cruise being the B-side, which isn't a song that I'm familiar with. I don't know that one. But Sha Na Na, they did a lot of cover songs. I know they did a lot of cover songs, but they did do some originals. And sorting out what was original and what was a cover, I don't know. Not being a huge Sha Na Na fan, but I did like Sha Na Na. Got nothing against them. I remember them well from the 70s. They were kind of like 50s revival in the 70s kind of thing. But here's a really good one. It's on the original label Redbird. Leader of the Pack by the Shangri-Las. Ooh, leader of the pack. And again, any metalheads that likes Twisted Sister just shook their heads when Twisted Sister did a cover of that. It's like, you want to talk about a really silly bad cover. Check out Twisted Sister doing Leader of the Pack. It's funny. And I like Twisted Sister. Don't get me wrong. Dee Snider's cool, and Twisted Sister did some good stuff. Back in the day, I absolutely love Stay Hungry. Such an awesome album. Stay Away from Captain Howdy. But anyways, getting back to what we were doing. What is Love being the B-side of the Shangri-La's Leader of the Pack, 45. And here we've got a reissue of the Shangri-La's Leader of the Pack. And I do believe they did change the B-side on this one. And let's just find out if I remember right. And I do. I Can Never Go Home Anymore being the B-side. So they changed the B-side, but it's still not a song that I know. I know Leader of the Pack. I don't know What Is Love, and I don't know I Can Never Go Home Anymore. And I don't know of any other songs that the Shangri-Las did that you might be familiar with. But that wraps up episode 40. So, see you next time.